Yo guys, what is going on? And Timon here. Yeah, you finally can see my face again. It's been a while. Today I've got something special for you guys. It's not a stream, of course it's not a stream because it's a damn video, but it's a review actually. You might know what I'm talking about since I talked a little bit about it on Discord, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the thing I am talking about. It's a dusty box. No, it's not a dusty box. It's a Gigabyte Z370 AORUS Ultra Gaming Wi-Fi motherboard. They sent it to me to review it and I can actually keep it, so it's very generous of them. Okay, now let's see what is in the box. Of course there's a motherboard in the box, but let's see how it looks. Okay, so you've got your motherboard in the... Ow, there's a little pin through the anti-static foil. I don't really know the English words for it, but the packaging, it's anti-static, so of course it's protected. But we'll look at the board in a second. Okay, so the board was in this box. It was held in place by this weird thing. I don't know what it is, so let's throw it away. Okay, there are some small things in here. Like, for instance, they've got a Wi-Fi antenna. I'll show you guys. You can see it even says like Gigabyte here on the side. It has two connectors. You just put it on the motherboard, I guess. And it's a stand actually. It's not something you clip on somewhere. It's actually a stand, as you can see. You can put it on your desk and stuff. Okay, next you're getting a I/O shield. It's just basic. It just has a logo of AORUS on it. I don't know if you can see because I can't see what I'm doing right now. And just yeah, it says what kind of connector it is. Like it says rear, C-sub, USB 3.0, dock up. Don't really know what that dock means. I've got to look it up for the next video. Okay, you get two SATA connectors. I thought I had four somewhere. I don't know where I left it, but you get your four SATA connectors. Like those are only two, but you get four in total. I did put the other two somewhere else. You get your like your precautions for installation, things you need to take care about. Little note. You get your drivers. I recommend downloading the drivers from their own site if possible and install them, because these may be old and on the site of course they are the newest. Okay, next up, two little books. You got your user manual. It's quite a nice book. It has a nice cover. I like it. There's a nice feel to it. And you've got your multi-languageal installation guide. I think I pronounced that completely wrong, but yes, just basically an installation guide. Oh, okay. I found the two other SATA connectors I was talking about. Yeah, I already opened this box, so I already know what's in here. So yeah, those are your other two SATA connectors. You get your G connectors. If you want to hook those up, just look into the installation guide and you know what to do with it. Okay, next up you get two screws. Like, I know what to do with this one. You screw this one into your case and it basically holds your motherboard in place. This one, it's very little. I don't really know what to do with that one. So yeah, got no clue. Okay, next up you got a button. Okay, that's interesting. You got a AORUS button. You can basically stick it on your PC. I don't know if you can see it properly because, like again, I don't know what I'm doing. So if you're wondering right now for like, what the hell is he doing? He doesn't even know what he's doing. He doesn't know anything basically. I'm using my phone as a camera, so yeah, that's kind of what I do. I don't have a professional camera, so I basically gotta use the stuff I have. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the back of the box. So what are the things you get? You're getting a lot of RGB I think my light is on. There we go. You get a lot of RGB capabilities. So this motherboard has like a hell of a ton of RGB capabilities. Just normal LED strips. I think you can even connect Corsair LED strips, like a lot of it. They got the amplifier. They really got a good amplifier for sound, for your headset, your speakers, whatever. They use pretty high-end audio components like these. I think those are capacitors. I'm not 100% sure what those are. Come on, focus. Okay, like I said, I don't have the best camera, so I'm very sorry. They've got a smart fan, so it basically controls the fans of your CPU. I'm not sure GPU, but let's see. I think also if you have water cooling, it also can control the fans of your pumps and stuff. You got your Intel Gigabyte LAN connector. That's just your Ethernet connector. And I think your Wi-Fi is also a Ethernet connector. So that's quite good. That's really nice. You got two NVMe PCI slots, as you can see here. This is for your NVMe SSDs. And you got a whole ton of connectors on the backside, but we'll show you guys that in a second. The thing I haven't mentioned yet is that this board only supports 8th gen Intel processors. Of course, it's LGA 1151 V2 actually, so that's the reason why it only supports 8th gen processors. And like you can see, if you want to read this, just pause the video. Like I said, it has a whole ton of connectors, but let's take a look at the board and let's see how it looks. Okay, next up, the board itself. It looks really, really nice. The thing I noticed immediately about the board is this huge compartment. I'm not even sure if this is gonna fit into my case over there. But whatever, let's first take a look at the connectors on the backside actually. So, next, oh, those were my knees if you heard some crackling noise. Okay, you got your 3.0 dock USB ports, you got your PC2, I'm not sure what this is called again, but it's for really old mice and keyboards actually. It's nice of them that they included that. You got your two connectors for your Wi-Fi, like I said. That's pretty cool. Ooh, that one pretty dark. You got your USB Type-C and your USB 3.0 Gen 2, if I'm not mistaken. You got your HDMI port, USB Type 3 Gen 1, USB Type 2, and your Ethernet and your audio. I don't have any knowledge about audio, so if you guys know what all those little things are, just please tell me in the comments and I'll know for a next review maybe. Okay, so you got your audio right here, the great audio that I was talking about. Those are your WIMA. Oh no, those are not capacitors. Those are capacitors. I'm sorry, I completely got that wrong just in a second. Those are your capacitors. Those are your Japanese WIMA. I forgot the name of those things in English, but it's pretty good stuff over here. Okay, next up, a thing I noticed also immediately is that my phone is not focusing at all. Okay, next up, a thing I noticed also immediately is the heatsink of the M2 NVMe SSD. It's a good thing they include this because if I'm not wrong, NVMe SSD can get really hot. So here's your first one, and over here is your second one. Okay, two things I also noted is that they reinforced two PCI Express lanes, slots, not lanes, sorry. It's a good thing, so your GPU will be a bit more steady. That's something I like. So this is your times 16, your times 8, and this is your times 4 PCI slot. If you're running a modern GPU, please bear in mind that if you're only using one, put it in the X times 16 and will run much faster than when you put it in the times 8. Over here you got your 4 DDR4 DIMM slots for your memory basically. And also I think, oh yeah, here's your chipset. So this is a heatsink for the chipset, also very nice of them. It's a nice chipset, I like it very much. It's pretty cool. And over here you got 2 heatsinks for your MOSFETs basically. And only your MOSFETs and your power phases. They actually got a lot of power phases. I'm not sure how much my motherboard at the moment has, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think 11 is pretty good, especially for a mid to high end card, so it has a lot of overclocking capabilities. About the RGB I was talking about, let's see. So you got your 12-foot RGB white, so I think that's for better white lighting, so it's more yellowish, I think, or whiter. I'm not sure. I don't even have RGB in my case, or RGB strips, so I'm not sure. And like you guys can see, you got a whole ton of connectors down here, like a whole ton. You got your USB 2, USB 1, your system fan, front panel for your front panel. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is your front panel. Those are 2 SATA connectors. These are also 4 more SATA connectors, and I think up here you got another ton of RGB capabilities. So that's cool. That's something I really like to see. Again guys, I'm sorry for the horrible video quality. So again guys, I'm sorry for the bad video quality. Please bear in mind that I'm only using my crappy phone. But I still hope you guys kind of enjoyed this review video. I am planning to do another video in the future, benchmarking the thing. And yeah, I gotta wait before I do it because I don't have a lot of knowledge about CPU overclockings and motherboards. So, well, I do have some knowledge about motherboards, but not a lot about CPU overclocking. So, if I got more knowledge, I will benchmark the thing with my own motherboard, or compare the two. That's what I meant. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Maybe I can show you the board a little bit better over here. You can see it. I don't know if you can see it properly. I don't think you can, so that was a stupid move of me. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this review, please make sure you smash the like button below. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button, then I know I did something wrong. If you want to say something nice, tell me in the comments. If you want to tell me about the audio, please tell me. And if you want to see more of me, especially gaming related and streaming, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next video, stream, vlog, or whatever. I love you guys' faces. See you guys another time. Adios.